Hello and welcome to Butterfly Tai Chi. Legend has it that Tai Chi was created over 800 years ago, when the hard movements of Chinese Kung Fu were softened and made more gentle. Today, Tai Chi is the world's most popular form of exercise. And I believe this is because Tai Chi brings all the health benefits we'd associate with physical exercise, meditation, along with the curative effects of acupuncture. Tai Chi is based on a philosophy called Taoism, and Taoism is thousands of years old. The idea is that there's an underlying force in the universe called the Tao, and that we should try to learn to live in harmony with this underlying guiding force in existence. One of the most important principles is not to oppose things with force. So, if you look at a river, it flows around obstacles. That's a very important Taoist principle. Another really important principle which applies to Tai Chi is the principle of yin and yang. Yin and yang is about the harmony of opposites. So, a masculine, outgoing, fiery force, a feminine, sort of passive, receiving force, being strong, learning how to be weak, learning how to be active, learning how to be passive. If you could learn to be both in harmony, in balance, you could achieve a third state called Tai Chi. And that philosophy is a harmony of opposites. Traditional Tai Chi has 108 movements, and that takes a lot of time and discipline and a lot of space to be able to perform. And for this reason, I created Butterfly Tai Chi, inspired by the way butterflies warm their wings in the sun. A set of extremely easy to remember and learn exercises that you can perform standing on the spot. I really want people to be able to get those health benefits of Tai Chi without having to study for many, many years under a master. And for myself, I found that having to memorize a long set was getting in the way of me achieving that inner tranquility, that state that I believe Tai Chi is all about. As with all forms of exercise, we're going to start with a warm-up. I call this warm-up the yin-yang toner. And I think it's such a wonderful set of exercises that you'll want to perform the yin-yang toner as a form of exercise itself. Now, each movement is directed towards regenerating health and bringing vitality to the body, rather than in Western warm-ups and exercises which are focused on stretching more or building strength. So I want you to start with rubbing your hands together. That's good, and just shake them out, and each time we shake out our hands, I want you to imagine you're letting go of anything negative or any stress. And just tapping here around your head. This is called beating the heavenly gong, and this is an exercise to help your focus and your memory, and it's very natural. You'll notice with a lot of these Oriental exercises, they're based on nature. So you've probably seen how people naturally tap their head when they're trying to remember something. This shows that tapping your head helps your mind and helps you remember things. The next exercise, we need to warm our hands again for this. It's called washing the face. So just make a face washing movement. This is to help you feel awake and refreshed. And again, this is based on nature. We all rub our eyes when we're tired to help wake up in the morning. And now we're going to massage ourselves, and it's very important when you're performing self-massage to use both your hands and your mind in unity. So start just by pinching the muscle here, these trapezius muscles here on the shoulder, but put your mind in that muscle and really focus on letting that muscle relax. Imagine each muscle letting go with each movement. That's good. Now, I can remember when I first learned these, I wasn't sure whether self-massage would work. That's good. Massaging back here, back up the arm. I think you'll find it's rather quite relaxing. That's good. And now tapping. The next stage of our massage is tapping along the arm. That's good. And all the way back here. And now push, in your imagination, push away any tension, any negative force here. That's good. And the same on the other side. So again, start massaging all the way along this arm. Focus on relaxing that muscle wherever your hand touches it. Tai Chi is all about relaxation. So it's more important that you relax than that you get these movements exactly the same as I'm performing them. Now, tapping, again, all the way along here. Back. And again, pushing away. Pushing away. That's good. The next movement is for the lungs, and we start here. You can either start with your fingertips, or I like to kind of use my knuckles here. This is tapping all the way along the chest here. That's good. You've probably seen people perform similar exercises for people when they've got a bad cough. That's good. This is just to help the lungs function properly. Again, shake out your hands and relax. And now we move to an exercise for the kidneys. You put your hands on your lower back on either side here, and the actual movement isn't created by the hands, it's created by your movement from your legs. So you just sort of jolt yourself up and down here, just bounce, and as you bounce, your hands naturally rub and warm the kidneys to bring health to them. And relax. Now we're going to focus on our digestive system. And this is a massage for our digestive system. We use the heel of our hands and just massage around in a circle. Don't be concerned about putting a little bit of pressure on. This should be going anti-clockwise. This is moving the digestive system in the correct direction for the peristaltic movement. This is to help invigorate all the organs in your digestive system. And again, use each one of these exercises as a vehicle to relaxation. It's good. And just relax. Now we're going to move to massaging the legs just like we did our arms. But if you suffer from any lower back problems or find it hard to bend over, you might want to be gentle with this exercise. The traditional form is to bend forwards to massage the legs. You may find that it's easier if you've got any back problems, particularly lower back problems, to actually bend the legs. So be careful with yourself during this set of exercises. So again, massaging down the legs as we go, bending gently from the back. And up the inside. And now tapping down the front, up, back, here, and a push. And just relax the whole body forwards. Now this isn't a stretch, this isn't trying to touch your toes. Just let your body naturally find its relaxed position here. And slowly lifting up. Start lifting up vertebrae by vertebrae. This is to make the flexibility in each of the spinal joints balanced to prevent any back problems in the future. The next set of warm-up exercises are breathing exercises. And breathing is extremely important in Tai Chi because the breath is connected with Qi, the force that brings health to our body. In order to have a calming breath, we need to focus our minds on a point the Chinese call the dantian, just below the belly button, 3 fingers below there. So as you breathe in, focus on making sure it's the tummy that expands, not the chest. This is the natural form of relaxed breathing. You can see this is how babies breathe when they're sleeping and how people who are calm breathe. So we want to emulate that in our exercises. These exercises are performed in a position called the horse stance. You want to have your feet facing forwards, shoulder width or slightly over shoulder width apart, and bend your knees so they're just over your toes. Don't go any further, otherwise that can put an undue strain on them. You'll find this position really trains the legs. It's sometimes even harder exercise than running or walking long distances. If you want a challenge, you can extend your stance and go lower, but I work down to that very gently. It's surprising how straining it is. Indeed, if you find any of the movements hard, you probably want to move your stance in. And don't be afraid to do that, because you really need to make sure your focus is on what's going on inside, on relaxing. So we start with our hands, just down here low, form a ball. And just breathe in, make that belly go out and big, breathe out. With each breath, imagine this ball gets bigger as you breathe in, shrinks again as you breathe out. With each movement, you may notice I'm rising up. That's good. Keep those knees in time. And then when you feel ready, we can move our ball hold gesture up 1 level here, so it's just in front of our chest, the next point that we want to fill full of vitality. Breathe in. Make sure that breath is natural and gentle from the abdomen. And now we move the hands up. This is almost to the third eye point here. Same again, imagine that ball. With each breath it's getting bigger. The force grows stronger. And relax. The whole of your body relax. Now we're going to finish the warm-up with a movement called closing the door. And this is a very important movement because closing the door is how you put all the energy back where it should be, to this point known as the dantian, just below the belly button. This is just balancing up the body. So the important thing is to focus on relaxing as you move your arms up. Close the door as your hands go past each part of your body. Imagine that you're bringing relaxation and balance. That's good. Breathe in. Close the door. This is a very important movement to perform after any Tai Chi practice or meditation. Really make sure the whole of your body's relaxing. And with each movement, just let go and feel the whole body coming back into balance. That concludes the Tai Chi toner, a wonderful warm-up to get you ready for the Butterfly Tai Chi set. Butterfly Tai Chi, you've got 7 exercises. Each one's got a beautiful name to help you remember it. This is a traditional name. Each one's got a health benefit associated with it, so you can help you remember why you're doing it and keep you motivated. So you could learn Butterfly Tai Chi in an afternoon and it could be with you wherever you go for life. A butterfly is the only form of animal I can think of that exercises. What they do is they find a prominent position in the sun and they flap their wings. And it's not really about heating the wings, that's what we all think. It's actually about warming the whole body up. And of course, all its blood is circulating and it's feeding its internal organs to wake it up, to really take on its new form, really. And it was that inspired me. If I could cause the same kind of circulation inside, then we wouldn't have to take up all that room and we wouldn't have to have half an hour's worth of movements and spend 5 years memorizing under an instructor. It was about simplicity. The basic Butterfly Tai Chi set consists of 7 different exercises, each with its own unique health benefits. Tai Chi is about being balanced. It's about being like the nature of water, adaptable, calm, and learning to go with the flow. So as we perform this Tai Chi set, I want you to make sure that your focus is on inner calmness. It's far more important that you find your way of doing the exercises and are relaxed than you cause tension by trying to make yourself move exactly like I do. The exercises are all performed from your horse stance. Stand with your feet both facing forwards and shoulder width apart. You may find to begin with, you might need a slightly more narrow stance. So keep your mind on that throughout the exercises, and if you find yourself struggling, adapt your position. The first movement is called lifting water. And I want you to use this exercise to let go of everything from normal everyday life. So just bending the knees into your horse stance. Imagine your arms are naturally floating up. It's cool lifting water, but in your imagination, the water's doing the lifting. That's good. And relax down. So breathe in, straighten the knees. And as you breathe out, let the whole of your being relax. Lifting water is said to naturally direct the energy to bring optimism and happiness. And I want you to use this set to let go of any worries, any concerns, and to make this a time for you. Breathe in. Imagine that energy rising, feel that vitality. And breathe out and let go of all tension and worry. And make sure that your focus remains on the calmness. Each time you breathe out, let all the tension and worries from everyday life go. You don't need them now. In Butterfly Tai Chi, just like a butterfly warms its wings in the sun to circulate the heat in its body, we're moving to circulate the internal force to bring health to our organs. Relax the whole body. That's good. The next exercise focuses on bringing health to the lungs, and it's called High Pat on Horse. And we start by turning our body to the side and lifting both arms up, palms facing the sky. Your eyes should be on the pushing hand, comes from the rear, past your head, like so. And now on the other side, breathe in. Again, eyes always focus on the active hand. And this is a perfect demonstration of Tai Chi. Notice how one palm turns up while the other turns down. Relax. Really try to enjoy the flow of this exercise and make sure that you find your own natural way of performing this set. Make it your own. There's always a slight curve to your joints. We don't look for straight lines in Tai Chi. And as you breathe in, you're putting that force into the lungs. And as you breathe out, you let go of any blockages, any negativity, and any tension. Be as slow and gentle as you can. I think Tai Chi is the only exercise in the world where we aim to practice slower and more gently each time. Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to move to the next exercise, which is very similar, but instead the beginning position is with one palm up and a hand in a karate chop style position. But make sure you relax with every movement. This movement is called needle at the bottom of the sea. So we bend forwards. That's good. Again, focusing your eyes on the active hand. Once again, This Tai Chi movement puts the force into regenerating and bringing health to one of the organs, in this case the kidneys. That's good. And you can see the Tai Chi principles demonstrated. The movement that takes one hand down naturally flows to taking the other up. Now again, you want to be gentle with your body. So you may find it uncomfortable to lean quite as far as I do. So find a point where you can feel your body is relaxed. It's far more important to find that inner Tai Chi than it is to push the borderlines of your body's mobility. That's good. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the next exercise, which is called Golden Cockerel Stands on one leg. And to perform this, you lift your arm and your leg at the same time so that the knee and elbow over each other. Now you may find that there are different heights with different sensations associated with them. Some people get very nervous and find themselves wobbling if they lift too high. So to begin with, you might want to start with your feet both on the floor. But practice stepping from one foot to another and keep this upwards feel. Feel that lift. This exercise puts the force in the liver. Golden cockerel. Place the foot back down. And the same on the other side. This is good. Start to feel that flow behind this movement. Notice once again, half of us, one leg, one arm is up. The other leg and arm are down. The unity of opposites. And just be Tai Chi. This movement brings health and vitality to the liver. And focus on this upwards feel, this upwards force. So you breathe in and relax as you breathe down. That's good. Breath takes you up. And then relax and let go as you step down. It's important not to try. With Tai Chi, you have to just be. Take away the concept of struggle and focus on using these movements as a vehicle for your own inner tranquility. Final repetition. And feel that relaxation as you let your body come to rest. The next movement is for the heart, and it's called opening the chest. Imagine with each breath, you open your heart. breathe in. Make sure your breathing is to your abdomen. It's so easy to put your breathing into your chest on this exercise, but we want calm, relaxed abdominal breathing. I love this movement because it reminds me of that butterfly warming itself in the sun. Make sure that as you breathe in, you're extending your whole body up, just like when we did lifting water. You'll notice, like in previous exercises, I'm straightening my knees to lift the whole body up with each breath. Okay, one more time. Now the next movement, this beautiful movement, comes from the same position. This is called Fat Cow Turns to Look at the Moon. So we turn our body from the waist. Now of course, a cow in China is a symbol of abundance and good health. But of course, the cow is also known for its wonderful digestive system. Just turn the palms, that's good. Make sure the spine is naturally centered. So this exercise is to regenerate your digestive system. That's good. And you'll find that if you relax, your body will recenter itself. So, breathe in and relax and let the body move itself back to the center. And again. Let the body move itself back to the center. If you find this exercise hard to turn, you might want to shorten your stance into more of a normal standing position. Okay. More. Let your body relax. And now we come to the final movement of Butterfly Tai Chi. It's called closing the door, and you can use closing the door to bring all the energy in your body into balance whenever you need it. To close the door, breathe in. Put your hands up above your head and pushing down all the way down. This movement brings energy in your body into balance. It puts the force into the point below your navel known as the dantian. So breathe in. I want you to really imagine that as you breathe out, everything, as your hand passes your body, every area your hands pass is coming into balance. It's coming into balance. That's good. Well done, you've finished the basic set of Butterfly Tai Chi. If you're new to Tai Chi, then this is the set you need to practice and make your own. If you've been with me for a while, there's an advanced set of Butterfly Tai Chi. There's a natural extension of these exercises coming right up. Tai Chi has been clinically proven to have countless health benefits. In China, they use Tai Chi to treat conditions as diverse as high blood pressure, ME, depression, even diabetes. And in clinical trials, Tai Chi has performed better than any form of placebo for helping bring people back to health after long illness. Tai Chi helps improve bone density, it helps blood circulation. It's very, very good at helping bring a balance to mind. We've found that during Tai Chi practice, there's a firing